Hey guys, what's going on? Perky here with my man Oscar.
What's up, friends? Back for a Thanksgiving week episode of our fantasy football podcast. So excited to be here and ready for tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna tear it up tomorrow, just so y'all know.
Come on. Yeah, and we've got kids, multiple kids running around here, and dogs running around, and so you may hear some stuff in the background. And happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't have multiple kids, but I have a kid that you may hear. I have my wife that you may hear. I do have a dog that you may hear. So hey, man, it's Thanksgiving week. We're still bringing this podcast to you so you can enjoy it before your turkey day, or on your turkey day, or around your turkey day. And so, yeah, we're bringing this to you guys on our days off.
That's right, man. That's right. And I was thinking, you guys know I listen to Fantasy Footballer podcast that Oscar does as well, and recommend it to everybody. It's a great podcast and it's actually a lot of fun. But they're doing their Megalodon episode where it's like all the things they would do Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday all wrapped up into one 2-hour plus episode. And I feel like next week's going to be that for us, with like multiple interviews and etc. So who knows? It may be a 3-hour podcast, but
yeah.
All right.
Y'all can just fast forward over what y'all don't want to hear. It's fine. Y'all are grown men. Y'all can handle this. Y'all can figure it out.
That's right. Well, man, we do have some exciting football coming up. This has been a really exciting week to me because things are starting to crystallize. The games are mattering so much, and man, it's just exciting. So you guys know, just a couple of things. Playoffs start week 14. Playoffs start for everybody. Top 6 go into the championship bracket. Bottom 6 go into the toilet bowl bracket. But wherever you are in the rankings, you have games that matter in week 14, 15, 16. And so, it's coming up. It's coming hard and fast. Our trade deadline was this week, so trades are done, which I told you, I was like, kind of makes me a little relieved that I can stop thinking about it. It also makes me a little sad, like, I was like, oh, maybe I could get – oh, no, I can't get that player. But,
yeah, there is a little bit of pressure taken off knowing that you can't do it, or that somebody's not going to try to steal a player from you, and you don't have to try to make that decision. But at the same time, like you said, it's a little sad because, like, hey, I'm kind of interested in that guy, but can't get him. So yeah.
I've thought about, like, could I convince somebody we'll drop the player at the same time on a Sunday morning, and then we'll both pick him up. But one, that's shady, and two, if it goes poorly or if the other person doesn't follow through, like, you could get double crossed really. Anyway, just don't do that.
That's the C word. That sounds like the C word.
I don't know that it's.
I feel like it is.
Is it? Would it be the C word? Probably.
Yeah, the C word.
So. An update for you guys that you don't care about is the Megalo Bowl. This is week 1 of the playoffs, and I advanced. I was super proud of that. It's brutal though. 2,100 teams, and there's a 50% line. Above the line you make it, below the line you don't. And the team at the 2 teams at the line, the one that made it was 119.18 points. The team below them that didn't make it was 119.16 points.
Jeez, that's crazy.
0.02, and somebody didn't make it. It was crazy.
Well, once again, congratulations. So proud of you. But also, once again, we don't care.
I know. There's no way. They scored like 180 points. And, man, there's no kickers, but it's double flex. And it's a crazy league.
Sounds fun.
But, let's get into this week's matchups, man. We had some big ones, had I think a couple of surprises, and
big games.
Where where is it?
It's week 11, Jonathan.
Here we go. Oh, I was looking at the wrong. Oh, I just shared that. That's not the right thing. That's our show doc right there. So I know what's going on. Did I do it again?
You did.
Oh, sweet. Oh, it's because of Chrome. It's because it's all messed up. Okay, here we go. Are you seeing the right thing now?
There we go.
Okay, huzzah. We're 11 shows in, and here we are.
That's one of the things that they can skip over if
That's
they're
right.
not a
That's
fan
right.
of.
It's but like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So, man, had a
That
big
sounds
match.
like my wife is vacuuming, just so y'all know. If y'all hear a loud sound, it's my wife vacuuming.
That's
Um,
fantastic.
yeah.
Jenna, when I was like, can we like make the dog shut? Like, I walked over, like, hey, shut up to the dog, and she was like, I'm really sorry, the dog is barking for your precious podcast.
It's important. It's
Important.
important to us.
That's right. That's important, babe. All right, here we go. Matchup. So got a little interrupted by my kid there, but we're gonna get into the matchups. So, man, Gary and I went head to head, and this was a pretty close match. We kept going back and forth. Gary had me super nervous, man.
Yeah, no, it was a great matchup. His team, we've been talking his team up for the last several weeks, and his team did great. Your team just performed a little bit better. He had some guys in there that did great, but you had your Keenan Allen and Justin Herbert, uh,
That's back, man.
double up
Nice.
really helped your team out a lot there. So
Yeah, man. It was interesting, man. Thursday night, Gary was so invested in Thursday night with Kyler Murray, Carlos Hyde, DK Metcalf, D Hop. I mean, it was a lot of players playing that night, and it was supposed to be a huge scoring game, and ended up not being as much, which helped me out for sure.
yeah, and all of his team did really well. All things considered. Maybe D Hop was a little bit underperformed, but like I said, your stack of Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen really pushed you over the top, and so that's always fun, right?
Dude. And it's been a fun stack,
Yeah,
for sure. And then you took down Kyle.
I did. I finally got through and took him down, and it was great. I'm always down for beating up on Kyle a little bit. I love Kyle, but it's fun to beat him.
Come on, man. Yeah, I was a little worried Kyle wasn't going to break 60, and thought he was going to need to get some water thrown on him or something. But then Chris and Luke, and a little bit of a low scoring affair. I thought Chris was going to take Luke there for a little bit.
Yeah, there for a while, Chris's team was coming on really strong, and Luke's team was not. Luke finally got something out of that Ezekiel Elliott trade. Good for you, Luke.
Yeah,
that went downhill for you really fast, but I'm glad Zeke's back. I like seeing Zeke perform, so good job on that.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, Lazard. I was a little surprised that Lazard didn't anymore.
Same.
But and then Rick and Obed. And man, close matchup. Thought Obed was going to take him out while he was on vacation, but man, Rick pulled through.
Yeah, coming down to the Monday night game, it looked like Obed definitely had a chance, but Cooper Kupp, Jared Goff was hitting him often and early, and Cooper Kupp smashed that week and took Rick over the top. So good win, Rick.
Yeah, Kupp and Woods both had good weeks. I had Woods in another league, and I mean he actually almost pulled a miracle. He almost stuck a golden horseshoe up my butt.
I was not aware that was going to stick. That was just an off the cuff remark, and man, you guys are running with it. Take it, share it with the world.
Come on, and
it's
then
not my own. Let's make it up.
Diego smashed Andrew. Just smashed him, man.
Yeah.
And Dobbins had a good game. Allaire had a 2-touchdown game, his first of the season. Adams was great. Kelsey's amazing, So and who's the quarterback for Carolina?
PJ something or other.
Yeah, Moore, isn't it?
No.
I thought it was like more and more.
No.
PJ whatever Walker's. Whatever.
PJ Walker, that's it. PJ Walker.
Man, out of the XFL, I mean, looked good. I mean, had some. I saw a couple of picks or a pick at least, and had some silly mistakes, but on the whole, looked pretty good.
Yeah, he's a real solid player. He's going to be interesting to watch if Teddy Bridgewater's out another week. So
yeah, that was kind of interesting. The idea of like a player coming from the XFL into the NFL. like if the XFL gains any ground, it made me wonder if we might see more of that kind of thing.
It'd be interesting.
But then we had last one. We had this. This was the matchup I was real excited to see. Will and Justin going head to head. Justin had the big trade this week that we'll talk about in a minute, but Will was able to hold him off. Took Justin out of first place, able to hold him off, 132 to 116. Thomas is back, man. Sanders has been surprising. There's Woods, man. Woods
There's Robert Woods.
Great week. So that was a big help to him. But man, it's a good matchup. Good to see.
Yeah, it was a real good game. I was interested going into the week, and it paid off. So, yeah, it was a good game, good matchup.
Absolutely. So standings, I'm back up in first. Thank you, Will, for that. And then so Rick and I are tied at 8-3. So right now we would be the top 2 seeds getting those bye weeks in the championship bracket. And then we've got 3 teams at 7-4 with Will, Justin, and Luke. A couple teams at 6-5. They're fighting to be in the playoffs. And so this is where it gets real interesting. This has been it convinced me that our trade deadline is in the right place.
Yeah.
If anything, we could do maybe a week earlier, but I love it not being any later than it is, because now things are becoming really clear. Both Diego and Gary are fighting to be in the playoffs. Andrew, if he won both games and both of these guys lost both games, Andrew could make it because he has the points. Well, hypothetically, he has the points. He's 6 behind Diego, but if they lost and he won, he's probably going to end up having the points. And so, man, tight, grouping here. Andrew's hoping on a prayer, right? And then you and I were talking about this week, you and everybody below are out. Sorry.
Yeah, statistically out of the playoffs. But here's the thing, and we talked about this. I'm not done.
Yeah.
I play Luke this week, who is in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I play Gary next week, who is trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You have no clue how much joy it will bring me to spoil their fun and keep them out of the playoffs. So guys there's 4 of us that cannot make the playoffs. Play spoiler, ruin their day, ruin their week, ruin their season by beating up on them. It's fun. I will take 100% joy in keeping Luke or Gary out of the playoffs. Please believe. I have zero qualms about it. And if I can't make the playoffs, I'm going to try to take anybody I can down with me. So I've got 2 people that I got to play. Both of them are possibly in the playoffs. And so I'm going to try to take them out. So that's a little bit of advice for you other guys that can't make the playoffs. Ruin their season. Do it. Take them down.
Just play spoiler, man. Just play
Absolutely. Spoiler. And I'm going to. I mean, you saw that I made waiver wire pickups that so that I can try to take out Luke and Gary. I'm going to try.
Come on, man. Yeah, and I mean, it keeps those matchups interesting. Everyone keep playing. Plus, we have the toilet bowl, and so you want to keep making moves and getting players so that you have a good team going into the playoffs. Even if you're in the toilet bowl, you want to win. It's interesting. Kyle's keeps being in last place and keeps not getting the toilet bowl.
That's right.
And so let's see if somebody can bring him that toilet bowl. I mean, right now Chris and Kyle are the low seeds, and but they're just 11 points apart and tied down there with Obed. But I mean, Obed's 100 points ahead of them, so they're somewhat securely they're going to have to win their way out of those low seeds. Those bottom 2 seeds do get a bye week the first week in the toilet bowl. So lot to play for everyone.
Yeah.
And man, just everybody keep playing.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be the loser. Don't be the loser.
That's right.
Don't be a loser. So keep playing. Kyle, you've done a great job of not being the toilet bowl winner, and so keep it up, man. You don't want that stigma about you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
yeah,
did see Andrew did reclaim the throne of most points scored against.
yeah,
So it's not by much, but he took that.
yeah.
Oh, it's like 60 points actually. Oh no, that wasn't me. It's 20 points, 23 points. But so Diego, man, crushing it, crushing it. But man, so let's talk about this trade. We had one big trade this week, and I'm probably not going to talk about it too much, um, for the sake of my friendship. No, Andrew and Will. So Andrew traded away Christian McCaffrey and Tyreek Hill, and received Aaron Jones and CeeDee Lamb, and so that was the trade with him and Justin. What are your thoughts?
So it's an interesting trade. Oh, and $3 draft cash.
That's right. $3. That's right.
$3. It's an interesting trade. I know why it was made. Um, if CMC comes back and he's healthy, which I got an alert earlier this morning that CMC was going to go back to practice with a red shirt on, which means no contact, but he's back to practicing. That's a league winner for Justin.
Yeah.
I mean, CMC is an absolute game changer, and so
Really
it was a great move by. Here's the thing: it's a trade where both teams win.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Andrew's team is looking like he's not going to make the playoffs, and it really helps Andrew's team for next year. You know, he's got Aaron Jones, who's always great, and I think Aaron Jones is at a cheap price. And he's got CeeDee Lamb, who you and I were talking about the other day, is just an incredible, absolutely great player. He looks like he's got a fantastic future with the Cowboys. If Dak is back, you know, that just totally helps Andrew's team. And right now, Justin gets a big boost to his team, his already good team. And so,
Yeah.
hey, man, it
Yeah.
works out.
Aaron Jones is $6, and I was thinking that Aaron Jones was a lot more expensive. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Like you said, CeeDee Lamb's been really, really good. He's cheap. Aaron Jones is elite and real cheap, and so that's where Andrew's going after. Trade away Tyreek Hill, who I don't think can be kept this year, and CMC, who is injured, and who knows if he'll. And who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? They sure gave him a big bag, but who knows what's going to actually happen since they have nothing to play for. But yeah, I mean, I I was talking with Andrew, and trying to get CMC. And man, you've said it so many times, and you and I've talked a little bit about it. I won't talk about it too much, but man, sleazy car salesman, man, just kept upping the price on me. I just felt beat up by the end of us doing that. And then man, that trade, I was like, bro, I was trying to give you so much more, but
Let's be clear. I never called Andrew a sleazy car salesman. I called him a used car salesman. You added the sleazy, so
I'll add sleazy. Uh, yeah,
yeah.
it was so fun. And Justin actually offered me CeeDee Lamb, and I was honestly, I've been beaten up by Andrew for so long. I was just exhausted from about trading, and I needed to work, and so I was working a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I'll look at it in a minute. And then they did their trade, and whatever.
And here's the thing, you know, I've said it for years. Andrew is like a used car salesman. He beats you down. He
Mm-hmm.
makes you question your decisions. And here's the thing about real good used car salesmen. They're used car salesmen for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
which means they're doing a great job.
Yeah,
And
they win their trade. They
they
win
win.
their sales. Yep.
And that's what Andrew does year after year. And you know, he got himself into a position where he's got a great start to next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, we can call him a used car salesman all we want, but
It
he's
worked.
doing the thing and he's getting the job done. And so, good job, Andrew.
Yeah.
And good job, Justin. You know, like I said, Justin's the new guy. He's the new kid on the block, and he's making a name for himself in this league. And he's, you know, if CMC comes back like he does, then Justin just might be the favorite to win the championship. And so,
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see what happens.
It is interesting there. The more I'm getting more trades we're talking, the more I'm seeing the people that are fun to trade with and the people that are less fun to trade with, and that matters too. Yeah. But man, big trade, great trade. So good job, guys. Last trade of the season. And then
it was a big one.
It was. And trades will open up after the season is completely over. Waiver wire will be closed through the off season, but trades will be open. So just to keep you guys remembering that. And speaking of Andrew, you got to sit down with him this week.
I did. It was great. I don't know if I've said it before on this podcast. I think we talked about it last week. I love Andrew as a human being. I think he's one of the best people. I've said it a million times, and he says it in the podcast. When I first met Andrew, he was the elementary pastor at Mid-Cities, and then you became the elementary pastor, and now that's my role. And I'm not going to say that I wouldn't be here where I am. I just don't know that I'd be here as fast as I would be without Andrew. Andrew, played a huge part in what I'm doing now. And so I love Andrew. I think he's a great human being. And he will be the first to tell you that fantasy football Andrew is different from real life Andrew. And so you guys are going to get to hear a little bit from Andrew. Like I said, I love him. He's a great person, but man, he's a tough fantasy football player. And those weeks that you get to beat him, those weeks are just a little bit sweeter. And so anyway, you guys can check out my interview with Andrew and enjoy. All right. What's up, friends? I am here with the man, the myth, the legend, the Andrew Strand, the 3-time champion on 52nd Street. What's up, Andrew?
What's up, guys? Or as Jonathan called me, or didn't think I could spell, right? He said champ. I didn't know how to spell champion.
That's it.
No, you got to go back and read it again, JP. There you go.
That's it, man.
What's up, guys?
Well, it's good to finally talk to you. So I don't know if you've been listening to the podcast, but if everybody's been listening to the podcast, your name gets brought up often. You are a popular fellow in our league. For good and bad reasons.
This is true. Yes, I get it. I mean, I understand. Me and Tom Brady, we understand what it means to be loved and hated all at once.
That's you. That's all you. So, Andrew, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? Family, things like that.
Yes. So I am I've been on staff at Mid-Cities as a pastor for almost 14 years. So I guess I just passed 14 years. And I started out with the same role that Oscar is doing right now, and the same role that Jonathan did at one point as a children's pastor, elementary children's pastor, and been around for a while. So I've kind of done lots of different things at the church. And I'm married to Allie, and we got two kiddos, two amazing kiddos, a 7-year-old daughter and an almost 4-year-old. Anna Claire turns 4 in a couple weeks.
That's fast.
So, yeah. So man, it's great.
Yeah. And you were the campus pastor at our newish Neely location.
That's right. Yeah. 2.5 years now, coming up on 3 in March. And so, so yeah, what a journey, man. It's been a blast.
Yeah. So Andrew, how long have you been playing fantasy football?
Man, I think it's probably been 10, 12 years, something like that. Oh, great. Just got literally as we're having this conversation, got a little notification. Kenny Golladay, not practicing. That's kind of been my season. Like, oh, look, another guy's not practicing. But yeah, man, I've been playing something like probably 12 years, 10 years, something like that. And then I remember when this league started, and it was kind of a semi-competitive league. Dale Lookabaugh, former member, still claims the first mythical championship that it doesn't exist. Like, it was just kind of a myth. And so I think we're at 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, I've heard the rumors. That was actually the year before I came on. I think the year that I came on is when Jonathan changed it to like the one league to rule them all. Is that right?
That's right.
I don't know.
That's right.
Story. And,
yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great league. I have a ton of fun in this league. I've mentioned that I quit all my other fantasy football leagues just to focus on this one. And I've had the worst year I've ever had. So this iteration of the league has been around for 5, maybe 6 years.
Yes.
And so you've won the big one, a majority of those, right?
Well, I have. I've lucked into many years. Man, I mean, I remember the year that I was debating. It was when Pat Mahomes was behind Alex Smith, and I remember having this conversation with Jonathan, going into the year. I went, should I keep Pat Mahomes, who had never started a game at that point, or should I keep what's the quarterback in Minnesota? I can't even remember his name now. The current
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk. I was trying to decide between those two, and as fate would have it, or maybe because I'm a Red Raider, I said I'm going to go with Mahomes. I'm going to roll the dice, and sometimes you just get a little lucky, man. So I've gotten more lucky than I have skill, and then every once in a while, blind squirrel finds a nut, and so I got a little help along the way too.
And from my recollection, you drafted him for $1, and he
That's
sat
true.
on your bench the whole year, right?
That's true. Yeah. Now that's just because I had watched him in college and I knew what he was, and so I believed that he was going to be what he's turned out to be. Well, I don't know if I believe he's going to be that good, but I believed he's going to be really good.
Well, and I was a little bit the opposite. I had watched Patrick Mahomes in college as well. I had even got to see him live, and I was like, this isn't translating to the NFL. Like, this guy's just too wild. He's too crazy. He just slings it too much, and it's not going to happen. Boy, was I proven wrong. And so,
well, man, you get it wrong all the time. I mean, I've got to, last year I traded Lamar Jackson for David Montgomery. So I've made plenty of mistakes along the way too. And you kind of go, well, that wouldn't roll right. But it happens, man.
That's the thing about you. You're not scared to trade either. You're not scared to make those deals. You're not scared to wheel and deal.
Yes. Well, every time I traded for somebody this year, they either got hurt or they were terrible. So it's just not been the year, man.
Yeah, that's tough. So what's been your best win and your worst beat? Do you remember those off the top of your head?
Oh gosh. Well, pretty much every time I play Luke in the playoffs, it works out well for me. Sorry, Luke. I love you, man. Man, I remember. Okay, so 2 years ago, I was playing Perky. This was the year Perky won, and he had this. I remember this very vividly. He had Michael Thomas going into. It was the semifinal game. You remember this? And I mean, all he needed was like 5 points. It was not much, and it was like literally deep into the third quarter. And Thomas had done nothing, like 0 points, like to the point where I went into the game going, man, I'm expecting to lose this. And then you kind of start believing, and then you really start believing. And that one left a mark. I still remember that one. So
yeah, and I've
had plenty of those this season, though. I've stacked up. Right? Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, there's been some tough losses this year. I think, with COVID, I really feel like not having preseason hurt a lot of guys. It's just been a tough season to navigate through. There's been some other people in our league that have had a lot luckier season. They haven't had quite the injuries, but I will say, man, for all the injuries, for all the missing players that you've had, you have put on a heck of a season. And you still have a chance at making the playoffs. It's a very, very, very slim chance. I think a couple people would have to lose out the rest of the way, and you'd have to win out the rest of the way. And it's a very slim chance.
Yeah, I figured these things out. I was telling you before we started recording. I mean, I have had an average of 130 points scored against me this year, and I've scored an average of 125. Which, I feel like generally 125 is going to get you wins most weeks. And Not this year, man. I feel like I've just played all the wrong teams on the wrong weeks, and they have stacked up against me. But you know what, man? No excuses. It's
Right.
I'm sure there has been much glee, maybe secret, maybe not, at watching my team struggle, and it's okay, man. I'll be back. I'll come back next year, and who knows, man? If I sneak into the playoffs, watch out.
Watch out, guys. Watch out. So just a little bit of consolation for you, Andrew. The 1 week that you absolutely killed it was the week that you played me, and you still owe me a cranberry juice bet. So I'll pay up on that sometime soon, and so we'll be good to go. So you can take a little
That's
bit
right.
of consolation in that, throwing cranberry juice on me.
That's right, man. Hey, I'll just say this. I love to pick on Perky. He's my favorite person to pick on in the league. But Perk, you run a great league, brother, and it's always fun. It's always, man, it's always competitive. I feel like we have a great group. And the best part about our league, this is my favorite part about the league, is that there's history now. And so it tends to bring up some things, which is the beauty of it.
Yep.
And so, let's keep having fun. Let's enjoy it. Let's not take it too seriously. And let's not take it personally.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Andrew, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you hanging out with us. And hopefully the guys that didn't know you as well got to know you a little bit better. And hopefully next year's better for the both of us, right?
That's right, brother. All right, man. Good talking to you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right. See you.
All right.
Bye.
Well, there it was. There was our interview with Andrew. Like he said, we got a great league. Jonathan does a great job of running this thing, and don't take it personally. Andrew's out to get people, but don't take it personally.
Yeah. I love Andrew the person. I love him. I really do. He's one of my best friends. I don't like fantasy football Andrew very much, but it's okay. They're somehow all in the same person.
Yeah, somehow.
But man, I mean, great for the league. Love having him in here. That moment when he got everyone rallied around Wayne Gallman. Like those are the moments where I'm like, this is adding to the league.
That's right.
And man, he's right. I really enjoy our league and the history of it, and it's so fun.
Yeah.
So man, well, let's jump into this week's matchups. And
we skipped over waivers. Are we going to pick up those?
Yeah, let's go over. Yeah, let's hit on.
There's only a handful of them.
So we've got waivers here. Penny, the Giants, who've got a great matchup this week. Tenyon, who's looked good.
Spent my last dollar. I am broke in Fab Cash, so I spent a whole dollar in Robert Tonyan. Just can't depend on Trey Burton, so that was my.
Let's Gus Edwards, man, it's gonna be interesting play. I mean, the other two guys are out with COVID. Yep. And it sounds like they have COVID, I think, and so they're probably out for 2 weeks. But I saw today that the game is delayed or postponed.
Oh, I didn't see that. Wow.
I didn't see what it said about it, but it did say, let's see if it postponed tomorrow night's game.
Oh, to Sunday. There you go.
Sunday. Okay. So still be this week, which is good news. Good.
Oh, man, that means we miss out on a Thanksgiving night game.
Man, that is a bummer.
Yeah.
Seahawks.
I was really surprised nobody else made a play for Gus Edwards. Justin was the only one. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Seahawks, who have been bad but have a great schedule. Blankenship. I actually looked at Blankenship. The goggles. I loved Gary's meme this week.
Respect the specs, man. He was the AFC Special Teams Player of the Week, just so you know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just y'all know I'm a Colts fan, diehard Colts fan, so I keep up with the Colts, and so I know that Rodrigo Blankenship was the.
You picked up Drew Brees too?
I did. P. Ryan's hurt. Just didn't know if I should throw Drew Brees in my IR spot just in case he comes back. I've got Taysom Hill as my starting quarterback right now. We don't know how well that's going to work. It worked out well this last week, so we'll see what happens.
And I just need Taysom to throw the ball a little bit more. dump it off to Kamara. Stop running the ball, man. Protect yourself. Dump it to Kamara. That's the
Guy likes running the ball, man. He really does.
So, and then James White, a couple of bids on James White, who has some good games. They're just hard to predict.
Yeah.
But let's jump into this week's matchups. Jump in week 12 coming up. 2 more weeks of the regular season. So I'm taking on Will. It's going to be a hard match. I mean, he's got Michael Thomas back. It's just going to be tight. Our 2 bottom seeds going head to head. So somebody's got to win. Only one team can lose.
Yep. What are the odds of a tie?
What?
What are the odds of a tie?
Pretty low.
Pretty low.
To the 100th, and then bench points matter if we in the event of a tie. There's no teams on bye this week.
Yeah.
But there are next week, so good luck with that, everybody. Good luck with that, CMC. Rick and Diego, this will be a good matchup. I'm excited for this one. Diego's 6-5, but I feel like I don't feel like that does justice to the power of his team.
It's true. He's got a great team. I've been saying it since the beginning of the year. He's got a great team, but man, Rick's team is it's really solid. So that's going to be a tough win, Diego, but you can do it, man.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Andrew and Obed, and so we'll see that. There's not too much hanging on that. I mean, Andrew's got to win. Andrew's got to win to get in. Man, Gary's going to have to take down Justin to get in, man. I mean, Gary and Diego both need to win. They both are fighting for that spot, tied at 6-5, and they both have tough matchups this week. So, and that actually works really well for Andrew. If both of them were to lose and Andrew won, then he's just 1 game away. Could be really interesting. And then here's our spoiler game.
And I'm telling you, be ready, Luke. I'm coming. I'm going to try to win it all. And so, not win it all, obviously. I can't do that. But I'm going to try to knock you out. That's Mama said knock you out. The immortal words of LL Cool J.
Well played. Well played. That's awesome, man. Well, man, it's going to be an exciting week. I guess we got 1 game down, so we have 2 games tomorrow.
2 games tomorrow.
On Thanksgiving. And so, man, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I know we all got lots to be thankful for. Jen and I were talking about that last night. Just, we're just so blessed. And, man, y'all pray for us. We got puppies. They're going to be born any day. We are in Dallas with a pregnant dog that's maybe having puppies at any moment. Found out yesterday we're still got a little blood work to Jen's getting some more blood work on Friday, but everything so far says we're pregnant, and all the ladies in my house are pregnant. So pray for me. But man, we've got so much to be thankful for our friends and our community, and thankful for this league. I know, I mean, it's a silly thing, it's fantasy football and all that, but man, I have a blast with you guys, and I really am thankful for this. This is the kind of league that everybody wishes they could find. And so thank you to everybody who I mean, it takes everybody doing their part to make it a really great league. So
yeah, absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. My family as well. So much to be thankful for. And I do want to say that I am thankful for this league as well. It's been a rough year, for all of us. There's been so much crazy changes, so many weird things going on. We've even suffered some tragic losses. And this league, even though it's fantasy, it is a game that grown men play and women play. This league is definitely something to take your mind off of the craziness of this world, bring a little bit of levity, a little bit of fun, a little bit of trash talk, because guys need trash talk in their lives. And so I'm super thankful for this league, because it has been a rough year, a lot of things going on. And, this is one of the bright spots in it, one of the few bright spots. And I love this league. I love the people in it. I love I love the competition. I love the trash talk. I love that, you know, Jonathan and a few other people care enough about this league to keep it going. Thankful that Jonathan cares enough about this league to say, hey, you want to do a podcast, and we do it. Thankful that you guys are listening, because we weren't sure if y'all are listening, and we hear about the Golden Horseshoe comment, and we're like, hey, they're listening to our podcast. This is great. So thankful for you guys.
No, I'm so thankful for that.
So thankful for you guys listening. Thankful for you guys. Thankful for this league, and let's keep it going, keep playing, and keep having fun.
That's right. And Andrew, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful
Absolutely.
for this league. And I get one more chance to take you down this year, next week. So love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.